Last week we were chased out of an RV park early with severe storms calling for large hail and tornadoes, right?
It caused a lot of large hail, and I really think there's a good chance of significant tornadoes this evening as well.
Well, since that time, we have been winging it with reservations by just showing up unannounced and just hoping for the best. Well, today we're gonna keep those risky vibes going, but I think you're gonna really like this one. We actually found a secluded spot that is not well known and has full hookups for a really fair price. So we're gonna just show up and see what happens. Stay tuned, by the way, because we have some big news related to, unfortunately, our RV is just falling apart. Literally everything is going wrong, and we're gonna walk you through it all in this video. And one last thing, thank you guys for being here. We couldn't do any of this without your love and support. Let's get to it.
All right, I don't know how this works, but let's go figure it out together.
Let's try it out. Come on.
Oof. Ooh. Stretch that legs.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how can I help y'all?
I was wondering, do you guys have a site available?
Yeah, we
for
do.
an RV?
Let me get you to pull through the gate.
Okay. Okay, sounds
Oh,
good.
sweet. Okay.
So excited about this place, but we have to check it out first. We can't get too excited. Maybe it's not as amazing as I'm thinking.
All right, let's go check this out. It seems nice.
This is really nice.
And then do you guys have any like full hookup spots?
Oh, wow. Fill this out for me,
Okay, sounds good.
and then I will need to take a copy of your driver's license.
$90 for 3 nights, full hookups.
Yeah, how about
Winning.
that? I'm excited already. I haven't even seen anything. Holy cow, look at those mounds.
It's hot. You can tell we're in Alabama.
Yeah. Being able to pick your own campsite is it's very nice, but it's also like, oh, I don't want to have to choose because it's a big decision.
True.
It's like that meme I just recently shared.
What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want?
She said call when we pick a site, so I gotta make sure I do that right away because I'll get really excited and I'll just jump out of the truck and never call. And there is nobody here. She said it gets pretty busy on the weekend and during football season, you know, Bama.
Right.
All right, so these might be, yeah, these are the full hookup campsites. And you might, well, hold on here. Wait, we might be taking this one, number 3, Starlink.
Oh yeah. You let me know.
Let me see.
Oh, because the hookup's on this side.
Oh, I see.
Would we have to flip around or something? Can we do that? Can we come in this way?
Or we could just run like really long hoses.
Well, I'd have to run it underneath the RV. And I don't really feel like crawling under the RV to put the...
Oh my, yeah, these are, this is nice though.
So we got options. That's probably why they like number 5 so much, is because the sewer hookup's on the right side. On the correct side, I should say.
Couple things you always have to take into account when you get to choose your own site. If you guys are working with Starlink, you want to make sure there's not a lot of trees. Just like Carl said, when you're dealing with the connections, you want to determine like which way you're going to face, you know, because our windows where we get the best scenery is in the back and in the passenger side, opposite of where our hookups are. And another thing you have to take in consideration is the sun, where it's shining through. Maybe you want the sun to shine through on your passenger side windows or wherever your windows are, but think about how much heat that's going to create and, you know, all the nonsense that comes with excess sunlight. Also, some people's refrigerators don't function very well during the day when the sun's beating down on it. Ours does a okay job because we have that refrigerator fan, but something to think about when you're choosing your RV site.
You want to just take number 5?
So we'd be facing which way? Like this way?
Like we'd be facing that way. 5's right here.
Can you get in that way though? Look at this turn.
Oh yeah.
You got to pay your dues before it's all cookies and cream. You got to pay your dues before it's all cookies and cream.
Looking level as well. Wow. Bathhouse right there. I feel like I'm dreaming. This is so like peaceful and beautiful. It is a Tuesday and we're checking out Friday. So that's why we took the shot of coming here. It's first come, first serve, no reservations. But oh my gosh, I've never been to a campground so quiet and beautiful.
I'm gonna call that lady and let her know we're on 5.
Okay. Well, I have a favor to ask you guys, but we're gonna get set up first so Dexter can get back in the AC and be able to stretch and enjoy the rest of his RV life days. Be right back.
Hey there, this is the Hanks. We are taking site number 5 with our RV.
All right, I'll update your paperwork.
Okay, okay, thanks, bye. That was easy. All right, let's get on hooked.
Oh my gosh. I can hear Dexter crying from all the way over here. I'm basically in another campsite, and that's how far away our RV's parked. So this campground, it's called the Moundville Archaeological Park, and I think it's associated with the University of Alabama. $25 a night, but you do have to pay. Now you're getting the behind the scenes when we're trying to talk to you guys and it's like a train's going by. $25 a night for full hookup, 50 amp electricity. So I know we just got here and we haven't even explored or had any experiences with this place, but I already love it. Tons of spots for RVers. There's only 4 or 5 full hookup sites, but there's tons of water and electric sites only. Ants. Now here's the deal. We get a lot of comments or feedback from people who are full-time RVers. They'll say things like, "You Hanks give away so many secrets on the channel. We're trying to find the best places to camp or best ways to get campsites or save money, and you guys share all the secrets." And we do. The point is to be able to share this with you guys and be able to have you find places like this. We don't feel like it serves any justice to find a place like this and be like, oh, let's keep it a secret just for ourselves. There's plenty of places like this to go around, and I know some of you are either struggling to find a really nice place to overnight, or maybe you're trying to find places that are not as expensive as RV parks. So what I'm trying to get at, do us a favor and thumbs up this video. You can do it if you're just watching on the TV. You're just gonna pause it and then you're gonna see a little thumbs up below. And that basically helps support our channel. It tells YouTube that people do like to watch our content and it helps spread the word. If you went ahead and hit that like button below this video, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be able to look down and see how many people actually hit it. I could sit here and complain that there's a train nearby and it might disrupt our sleeping, but I don't think I've ever been to an RV park that doesn't have a train going off in the distance. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Train noise has become part of my normal night ambiance. But you gotta check this out. It'd be a great place to overnight, or if you wanna stay for a few days. It is a weekday that we're here. We're only staying Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and it is middle of April. I assume if it's a weekend or if it's football season or if it's around any holiday weekend that this place is packed. All right, Dexter's probably still crying. Carl's probably hungry. I gotta go.
Good grief, taking a walk around the RV makes me realize the laundry list of RV repairs just keeps building up. For example, Exhibit A. For whatever reason, this slide ski took quite the hit recently. I would say this has been going on for a couple months, and yes, I put it on the back burner and have not got it resolved yet. So it is continuing to just fall apart more and more. Don't worry, our tour is just getting started, so grab a drink. I mean, I can't be the only one. There's gotta be so many others out there that have had blowouts. If that's you, share it in the comments below and share your story with us. I like to call this one Alaska 23. After the blowout, took off our fender there, and well, it's somewhere in a dumpster up in Alaska. Look at this thing. It is just amazing how much damage a blowout truly can do to your RV. This was the tire that failed us on our trip up to Alaska. It blew out and took out the entire underneath section of our RV. So what I went ahead and did was actually covered all this with the EternaBond, just so that it could act as like a nice barrier between the actual tire and everything that's flinging up off of it, like water or road grime, everything that might tarnish and just cause more damage underneath this, because all that's there is exposed plywood right now. So anytime moisture might get under there, it might cause dry rotting, and well, we just don't want any more of that right now. I mean, honestly, yeah, it's sagging quite a bit, but the integrity of the EternaBond still is holding up pretty well. I think we'll at least make it to Indiana later for the repairs. Which reminds me that, yeah, we're going to Indiana later this year to take the RV back to Grand Design. We have so much to get addressed, and well, with that laundry list that I referred to earlier, there's a lot to get done. Not necessarily a repair that I'm gonna have Grand Design do, but something I can do is just touch this up. I need to get all this old caulking off and re-caulk it myself, because as you can see, there's some holes here that expose everything underneath, and that water intrusion is what gets you in the end. If this is your first time stumbling upon our channel, well, we have a 2019 Grand Design Solitude S-Class 2930 RL rear living. It's been a great unit, but it's seen its miles. Having said that, we have been on the road for about 7 years full time now, and we've been living in this one for about 5 years. It brings up the question that needs to be addressed. How long can these last for, especially living in them full time? That's debatable, and it's a hot topic. Want my opinion? Every RV, doesn't matter what you buy, whatever brand it is, doesn't matter how much money you throw into it, they're built to break. It doesn't matter if you have a $15,000 RV or a $500,000 RV. They're both still gonna have to drive over those darn roads that everyone talks about that just rips them to shreds. It's the name of the game and the price we have to pay to enjoy the life that we wanna live. So, let's continue our tour. Exhibit C, D, I don't know, I'm losing track here. Landing gear. We've been having this issue for years, and if you're going back and catching our videos, well, you're gonna notice that there's a common theme. These puppies have been giving us so much trouble. We tried replacing the motors on them. We tried checking all the electrical connections, even reaching out to Lippert because this is a Lippert component. Still really have no answers. Anytime we go to auto level, it seems even just the slightest offset of a level situation where it has to accommodate that, it just is so finicky, and it sounds like it's working extremely hard. Fast forward, it gets to the point where it just puts so much strain on the system that it ends up faulting out and just shutting the system down completely. Now, the way we've been getting around this is when we turn the system back on, it usually shows a left front jack error code. We'll usually have to retract all of our jacks to reset the code, make the adjustments with our manual levels, and then go from there where it can better accommodate the situation. But long story short, it just sounds like these are just wearing out. Now, Renee did find a great thread that said sometimes these get gunked up with a bunch of grime, and since this thing's 5 years old, maybe it's time to just replace the actual body of the jack itself. That actually might be something Renee and I could take on ourselves, and hopefully, maybe in the future episodes, we could share that with you guys. Oh my gosh. No matter how long you've been doing this, bending down and getting under here, just, tires. Uneven wear on tires, especially on the rear axle. The rear tires like to wear unevenly on the inside of the tire. I'm very diligent on keeping up on the pressures and maintaining good pressures before towing the RV. However, even so, something with the camber of the axle or just the way these tires are situated with us towing nose high with a lifted truck, maybe that's causing the increased wear and tear on the inside of these tires. So we gotta get those replaced. I think that was the culprit, however. Back in Alaska when we had that blowout, man, it's crazy. I noticed the wear and tear in Arizona back when we went boondocking, and then we decided to drive all the way up through California, all the way up through Canada, all the way to Alaska, around Alaska, back down, and boom, finally got a blowout in Canada. So, whose fault was that? Yeah, yours truly. Goodness, whose idea was it to buy a lifted truck? Another thing that's been going on is our decals on the front of the RV have been peeling off, so it's not amazing looking, to say the least. However, let's be completely real and honest, it's hard to maintain this living full-time on the road. You want to wash it and stay on top of it at all times, but you drive 5 miles down the road and you're right back to square one. So yeah, it takes a lot of beating with sun damage and UV rays, but more so bugs. I ain't kidding. It bugs me quite a bit. Don't mind the mess here. Next repair. The slide out, the dining room slide out is seeming to just dig some grooves into the flooring of our RV. So the way we've been getting around this is by utilizing this bad boy right here. It's basically just like a protective barrier that we slide underneath the slide ski to kind of help protect the floor from taking on more damage. It's very simple. It's just one more extra step we have to take during travel days. Going forward, even after we get these repairs done, I'm gonna hold on to this because if I learned one thing about RV life is repairs like to repeat themselves. So I'm foreseeing that this will happen again. We'll just keep that hidden right there. I honestly have no idea how they're gonna go about repairing this. I would foresee them maybe just cutting out a section of the flooring here and then replacing it with new flooring, but this doesn't actually bother me all that much. I mean, it's a little wear and tear on the inside, but most people don't see it. It's usually the cosmetics on the outside that people notice. If it's just Nene and I in here and X-Man, well, we're okay with this little cosmetic damage, if you will. Next item on our fun to-do list is the fireplace. Whatever this trim piece is, it loves to fall off during travel days. So for whatever reason, I'm gonna need to get that fixed. That should be a simple one. Believe it or not, these lights have held up the whole time. You know why? Because we never use them. It's just completely pointless. This is kind of like an easy bake oven, if you will. Nothing special whatsoever. You wonder why RVs cost so much. I have no idea. However, the repair that actually needs to be done is within the oven itself. The pilot light will not stay lit at all. So you'll turn it on and after a while it will just completely dissipate. Even if it's up to temperature, a couple minutes later, it will just shut off. So we haven't used our oven in, geez, almost a year. Everything is conduction microwave. The burners themselves, they're misfiring, so we're not getting the spark like we normally would. So some of them have been going out, so to speak, so we'll need to get that addressed. Let's continue this tour. I sure hope as we're going along that I'm not like persuading you not to do the full-time RV life. It's just showing you the reality of behind the scenes of repairs you gotta keep up with. Like I said before, doesn't matter what RV you buy, it's gonna break. Would you believe me if I told you that this shower handle is an original piece? Yeah. Vintage, I might say. This thing has been here since the inception of birth for this RV. Literally original. And it leaks all the time. Look, it's not even on. It's leaking all down my arm. It's lovely. Even when we're watching a movie in bed, all of a sudden it'll just start leaking out of nowhere. So I gotta get this replaced. Alright, in the bedroom. I have no idea what this means, but we're getting some separation here for whatever reason on just my side of the bedroom. On the actual bedside cabinet, so to speak, you just see some of those staples sticking out, and yeah, I'd say it's about 1.5 inches, maybe about 1 inch separation between it and the wall, so gotta get that figured out. This carpet is just absolutely disgusting. I mean, there's holes in it, it gets wet, I mean, especially winter camping and all that jazz with wet shoes, just wet clothes, leaks here and there over the years. It's taken a beating, and I don't know, it just kind of, it doesn't smell bad, it just looks really bad. So hopefully get that replaced. I have to laugh at myself right now because walking around giving you guys these tours of all the things that need to be addressed, you know, it just sounds like I'm being a negative Nancy. And no offense to all you Nancys out there, just the term I'm coming up with. I'm happy to have a roof over our heads. We don't have any leaks going on. The RV still rolls down the road just fine, so I'm really happy about that. However, it doesn't take away from the fact that these repairs need to be addressed sooner than later, because if you just let them go, well, things just have a tendency to get worse. I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to that. Sometimes I stick my head in the sand and hope the problem goes away. I'm working on it, but over time, I think I'm getting a little bit better with it. But if you are curious to how much it costs for us to live in an RV full-time, click and watch this video next. Here we have a detailed breakdown of an entire year of our expenses, and to be honest, the final total is staggering to say the least. We'll catch you over there.